So I want to talk about something that feels important. Um, I studied with a mystery school that taught the teachings of Gurdjieff, G.I. Gurdjieff. And he taught the work long before Byron Katie coined that term. And he would say that man and woman is sown into this earth as a seed. And as she is currently the majority, they're undeveloped. That in order to grow, in order to what he would call increase essence, that germinal material that we are born as, that gets layered over by personality, one must observe oneself and become conscious of all of the different parts. And he called these eyes. Not eyes as in eyes, but I as in the letter I. We say, I like this, I don't like that. And he called these personality fragments. And he said that we're a contradiction, that we have many parts. And until we become aware of all these parts, we are mechanical. We are driven by mechanical forces and habit. So I started the work of Gurdjieff in 2003 when I became a member of the Church of Conscious Harmony. And it talks about developing the observing eye, not non-judgmentally observing oneself and seeing the contradictions. And it takes time, because to see the contradictions in oneself would drive one into insanity. We identify with what we think we are, so he teaches that pretty much everyone is in this state where they are identified with these constantly changing personality fragments. And I would say it's a lot like dissociative identity disorder or multiple personality. The more conscious you become, the more you become aware of the different parts in yourself, the more you also see that everyone else has different parts, and you can't just take them as one unchanging personality. There's a face that we usually present to the world. And then there's a different face that we present to our family and friends and children and animals and when we're alone. To me, this makes a lot of sense. To me, and through my own self-observation these past, I guess 22 years now, I've been doing this work. It's never left me. I continue to observe my own contradictions, as well as not assuming that anybody is what they present themselves to be. Because we are a multiplicity. And the whole goal of the work is to become aware and to be able to it's not tolerate, but to be able to bear the contradictions within ourselves and within each other. And over time, one can become in touch with what Gurdjieff calls real I, or what some traditions call the true self. And it's a painful process. It's humbling. It's terrifying. Gurdjieff says that man as he is in his current state cannot do. That you cannot do anything really until you become aware of these different parts. But you can work. You can do the inner work of self-observation. To observe oneself. Observe your physical body, your emotional body, your thoughts and mental body. To get a snapshot, he says, a snapshot of these different personality fragments. And then you can not identify. And then the third step is to self-remember. To remember who or what you are. And that's essence. That's that spark of awareness that you always are, that you were born as, and you always will be. It takes a lot of life force energy to become aware and to become conscious, and it's painful to see what Gurdjieff calls buffers within oneself, where we don't allow ourselves to see the contradictions. We can't accept it. We think I'm this way, that person's that way. But the reality is, we are many different ways. We're dynamic, multidimensional. So you can't ever really pigeonhole anyone. You can't ever really, in all honesty and truth, say who someone is or what someone is when it comes to the personality. But it is true that all of us are completely connected to the prime creator, to the source of all that is, in our essence, in our core, the life force that lives us, the witness that is behind our eyes looking out, the light that brings the light that is greater than the light we see with our physical eyes. It brings light to our mind. It brings light to our inner selves. It sees in more ways than one, but it is all part of that one witness, awareness. And that's what you are.